First of all, I just want to apologize for yesterday. I only realized when it came to uploading that I had recorded my video out of focus. The background was in focus, but I was out of focus, so I do apologize for that. Now, what I'm seeing is a shoreline. I'm seeing a beach. I'm seeing the ocean. And specifically, I'm looking down the shoreline. And it's giving me this sense of a never-ending view. You can see far into the distance. I don't really get the feeling that that means that you can see everything that is coming. It's more about it. The vision is more representing the scope, right? It represents the future. It represents longitude. It represents what is to come. It represents a great length of time. A future unknown, a life unknown, a life to come, a future to come. It's yet to come to pass. Maybe you're looking into your future and you are feeling hopeful, you are feeling inspired, wondrous. Your future could be anything. Maybe that's the energy that you have, that your future is not yet written or just not yet known, and you know enough to know that it could be the most magical life ever. You have lived enough life to know that it will be filled with experiences, surprises, heartache, laughter, joy. It'll be you'll experience the whole gauntlet of emotions. So I'm getting this sense of the future being I get the sense that the future is going to hold a lot of things for you. More so than you having big plans for the future, I feel like the future has big plans for you. Your life has big plans for you. And I feel like you must get a sense of this. You must feel a little bit of excitement, because that's what I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on your childlike wonder, your childlike excitement, your childlike belief. I'm not really feeling like there's any doubt there right now. Just want to check it's recording sound. It is. There's also something about the correlation between you and the scene of nature. It's almost as if, well, it's the levels, right? It's the levels. When a painter paints a picture, he paints many different layers before the picture forms that you see. Many different layers get painted and painted on top of. And what I'm seeing is this interpretation of nature. I'm seeing that you see the shoreline, you see the ocean, you see the waves crashing up on the shore, you see the cliffs in the distance, you see the horizon, you see the sunset, the sunrise, and that's sort of visual, and it's where you and we recognize the beauty in nature. But get this, nature is purely functional, and nature is cruel. Nature does not have any moral code. So beyond that aspect of nature, you have all of the messiness, you have all of the things which don't match up with your human self. They don't match up with your morality, because what you are seeing is that nature has a completely different morality, that there is a separation between the human and the animal. And it's in terms of moral virtue, and it's this sense that we are more, or that there is a different purpose for us, or even that we do not belong in that framework, in that natural kingdom. So I feel like you're noticing that we don't quite fit you're noticing the layers beneath what your two eyes see, right? The two eyes in your head. And you're tuning into what that inner eye, the third eye, what your intuition, right? You're starting to listen to that. And so you are realizing that there are multi-layers, and you are realizing that there are multiple layers to all things. And so I feel like you're beginning to see the layers instead of seeing everything compressed into one. I'm seeing, for that reason, that's why the future has opened up for you. That is why you have excitement, because you realize there's so much more than meets the eye, so to speak. There's so much more to everything than what you were previously seeing in your life, in your day-to-day. And so you realize there's lots of new things to learn. There's lots of new awareness to integrate. There's lots of wisdom to be earned. And I see that this is probably excitement in another. This is probably also excitement in another way, because you probably were getting a little bit bored of life, or life had become stagnant, or you had begun to see that you were finding it increasingly difficult to find satisfaction in the things that you were doing, and the life that was being presented to you and offered to you wasn't very appealing, wasn't inspiring, and it didn't align with your true self, with your true nature. And so now you have been given the scope that opens up your perception and rebirths your desire and your excitement, right? Your inner child is literally excited because existence has suddenly become a playground again, and you are thinking, you are excited to set out into that world, to take a step into that world and to walk along your path and see where it leads. There's a great excitement with you right now, even if it's only internalized at the moment and not externalized. I myself am not an external, I don't express excitement externally. I'm very composed most of the time, so my excitement probably doesn't look like excitement, but that's what I'm getting with you. It's that might have significance for somebody out there. I mean, I picked 3 cards before we began talking, and I was wondering if they would relate to this, because I shuffled the deck, and these 3 cards jumped out, and I was wondering if it would link with the message. And this was before I had set an intention to deliver a message. But what I got is 3 cards. One is transmutation, one is service, and one is a card I titled arriving. I'll put them up on the screen so you can appreciate what I'm talking about more with the visual. But arrival really talks about a period of time. I have another card which is in the future, and both figures similarly are going down this river and they're approaching the gates of a city, but in one the gates are closed and the figure has not yet arrived at their destination, and in this card they have arrived. They are arriving, the gates are open, and similarly to what I'm seeing for you, whereby I'm seeing a long shoreline, and I'm seeing into the distance as far as the eye can see. I'm not seeing an end. Same thing here. You are on a river, and the river it gives the sense of longitude. It gives the sense of distance, but you can see the destination. But the destination is not the end, because it's only the first gate. And when you travel through that gate, you can see that there are other gates beyond, and they are also open. So you are passing through this place. So perhaps you're about to arrive at a significant place, a new place, the first place which will fuel your excitement even more. So you've begun this journey, you're looking at life differently, and you're moving forward, and perhaps now you're going to arrive at a significant place where what your instincts are telling you, what your intuition has told you, you will now see that that is true. And similarly to what I'm envisioning for you in terms of the shoreline, the distance, and being able to see endlessly into the distance, it is also describing the exact same sentiment, that there is a long future, that all the roadblocks are removed, and that the path is long. And that's what this is. It's a really long river, and it's passing through many gates, and it's passing through a city. So I'm going to go with that. The card of service is about providing a service to others based on wisdom or knowledge or abilities that you have, that you can use to help others. And so maybe this is a part of that. Maybe there is some kind of element to your life whereby you will be bringing something to everybody who you meet, or you will be offering or giving something, or giving your time at the very least, because of something unique that lies within you that you will be able to share with others, that will make a difference to others' lives. And transmutation, well, transmutation shows the spine, and it shows the Kundalini being activated with the ultimate goal of going up into the crown chakra. But generally it just stands for transmutation in its general interpretation. But let's just put the three together and say that perhaps this transmutation is a part of this long journey. And over the course of this journey, over the course of time, as you travel forth into your future, you will transmute things or something. And because the figure that I depicted in this card of service is a Native American medicine man. So what I'm getting is that this Native American medicine man is a representative of you, and this is the version of you that will be cultivated over time as you go, as you travel down the shoreline, as you row your boat down this river, as you walk the path into your future, the path that you see for yourself, the one that is opening up, the one that your own intuition is leading you to. So I very much feel like that is confirmation of this overall message, and that this is a very important journey. It's a very important journey, and it's almost like it's been specifically designed in order to make you into this particular person. And this is a person who will be able to provide a service for others that will be extremely beneficial to all who receive it. Whatever it is that you're going to give, whatever it is that you're going to teach even or share with others, it will be transformational. It is important, and that's why it requires such a path. That's why it requires a path to be laid out in order for this person to be created, because all different types of people have to be created in a certain way. Everything that we are is the sum of all that we are, and everything that we've been through, every experience, every heartache, every tragedy, it all forms, it all shapes character, it all forms different types of individuals depending on what we go through in our lives. And so, in order to be somebody like the medicine man, you have to go through a number of different things that will shape your perception, that will shape your understanding, and that will give you the wisdom gift that you need in order to do what it is that you're going to do. So these 3 cards are very much tied into this vision that I'm having about your life, your the future that you also see for yourself. So confirmation for you, whoever you are. So I'm feeling like, as far as you're concerned, life is beginning now. It's just starting. So whatever came before, it's almost like it didn't really show up on your radar, or in comparison to what your intuition is showing you, you realize that it didn't have much validity. It wasn't real. It was an illusion. It wasn't based on any truth. It had no real foundation. And so you didn't really gain much wisdom from it, other than that, the wisdom of it being counterfeit or disgenuine. And also, so this vision that I have is all to do with this 3D realm. It's all to do with this 3D matrix. And so this also confirms that, I would even say that you have a long life ahead of you. I don't know how old you are, but your road is long. It is long. So I do get the sense that you will be long in this world. You will be here for a long time. Because that's where I'm seeing you, in this 3D realm. I'm seeing, the buffering of the shoreline and of the ocean, etc. I'm seeing that you are in this experience for a long time. There's something else as well about the card of service, because in the card of service, in the background up to the medicine man, is nature, right? But you've got the mountains. There is this sense that there is there is a lot of time behind this medicine man. He is not the first of his kind. He is not the first thing in existence. He has this great wealth of knowledge and wisdom also behind him in the past, in the history. There's something about the memory that is held in the mountains, the memory that is held in the things that stand the test of time. And in the background, I've also got a Van Gogh sky, and it's very swirly. And it's giving me the sense that the mountains don't move, the hills don't move, but the sky does. The sky, it shapeshifts, it transforms, it moves, it always looks a little different. And so this gives me the sense that there's an element that's fixed, and there's an element that is always changing, always moving, right? So it's given me the sense that you have your feet on the ground, and the ground won't move underneath your feet. It is your feet that is going to move. But the weather's going to change. There's always going to be an element that is going to push you and test you. There's always going to be a little prod from now and then. However, you are fixed into the earth. I would even go as far as to say that means you're also protected. You have this level of protection because you are something inside of you is being, you are being shaped by the universe, right? I very much feel like you're here by design. You're not just a soul living out a life. You have a specific thing to achieve in this lifetime. And you're on a path, and that's why you can see far into the future. You can see that this path goes on a long time, because you have the ability to see that. You have the conscious awareness to recognize that, to not just blindly live your life from one day to the next. You are actually, the conscious awareness has been activated in you so that you can recognize that this is a path that is laid out for you. And going back to the beginning about the layers and everything, and detecting the layers, this is all part of it. This is all part of exposing the pattern. Once you see the pattern, you can't unsee the pattern, and that in itself unlocks a lot of conscious awareness. Things you didn't perceive before, things you couldn't see before, you will now have the eyes to see them. Therefore, you will recognize that path. Also, with the medicine man, because he's got feathers in his headdress, he's got feathers around his waist, he's got feathers on his staff. I'm also getting this sense of you being separate, right? You are separate and you are in this 3D realm. And so think of it as a simulation, because I'm seeing a buffer. And the medicine man, he uses things from his environment. He interacts with his environment. He understands the environment and he learns what things do. He understands the power that different things have. So he knows when to use things, in what situation they need to be, they can be used in, etc. So I do get this. I also get this sense of using the environment to your advantage, and some element of it is interacting with the environment and making it work for you, becoming knowledgeable of the simulation, of this game that you're playing. And that may lead you to the character that you've come to play. With regards to the transmutation card, now in the background of the transmutation card is the same Van Gogh sky. And again, it's swirly. So during this process of transmutation, I would say that maybe there's some turbulence. Maybe you even go through a Kundalini awakening, which in itself will be very visceral and physical as well as emotional. So I mean, I get the sense that you will enjoy this. I really get the sense that you're here for the full experience. So I do get the sense that there might be a lot of that. There might be a lot of changing and morphing and awkwardness and feeling uncomfortable, because you are basically a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. You're transforming into something completely different. So just hold on in there. I do get the sense though that you will be fine with this. You're down for the awkwardness, you're down for the chrysalis, you're down for the transformation, for the journey, for the experience. What we like for time? A few more minutes left. Is there anything else I'm missing? Is there anything else I'm missing? I'm also seeing the tide go in and out. So, like with all journeys, right? There are like, sometimes you get involved, right? Something kicks off and you're in it and you go through it. But you don't always jump into the next thing straight away. There are always these periods where nothing really happens. So I'm not getting the sense like it's going to be constantly go, 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 go. There are going to be periods of reflection, and these are very important, very necessary. And there's a message here about not to get lost in those moments and think that you are no longer on the journey, because all of these moments will they won't all reflect the same amount of time. Some will be long, some will be small, and it's easy to give up when you're in one of these long periods where nothing really happens. But it is important that you do have these stabilizing times during this great long journey, because you need to integrate everything that you learn. So everything that you go through, it then needs a period of time where everything can be processed, alchemized, transmuted, and integrated. So there is a final message about that. However, I am being led to tell you that you are equipped for this. As I say, you've come here to accomplish something very specific, and it didn't fall upon you because you are not capable. It's come to you because you are capable. You are going to succeed. You've just come here to see it through. So that's it for this message. Confirmation for you, confirmation because you already know this, you already see this yourself. So this is very much some confirmation. You must need some confirmation just to give you that last little bit of self-belief, because that is what I've felt drawn to do, is to confirm to somebody who already knows, but who needs to be told also. They just need that valuator to look at their intuition and their own inner workings and confirm that they're on the right path. And so that's what this message is.